The real challenge here has been getting a building that is for the whole community. Because what we have here is a community where we have some of the most expensive property in London or in the country, and we also have some of the poorest. And it's a community which lives side by side, as happens across London, but we need to do something that brings it together.
I want this building to be open, inclusive and accessible to all, and it's been designed with that in mind. We worked a lot with the community during the design development to understand how they might use it, what they imagined might go on in this series of spaces. But key was that it was designed as a sort of long life, loose fit building, that it could adapt and change to different needs. And it's available for them to just drop in and have a coffee or a cup of tea, or use some of the function spaces. So the hall for events, whether that's a kids' party, dance classes, sometimes it's used by local musicians, as well as outreach programs. The form of the building is inspired by the history of the site. The Vetch and Sons nurseries that formerly occupied the site were simple mono-pitched roof glass houses sitting between brick gable walls. And so the new building is a series of pavilions that follow that form. One of our goals was to design it to be fairly raw and without rhetoric in terms of its finishes and features. So the timber structure is as you find it. There's no applied plasterboard, which only adds carbon. It's all bolted together, so at the end of its life it can be dismantled and upcycled. The timber is lightly stained in green, so it has a kind of wonderful feel to it. It's got this brick pavia floor that runs from the outside through to the inside and then across to the park. The external fabric of a building is clad in a made-from-waste brick. So it's a relatively simple building, but actually those materials are kind of beautifully tactile. I think we've all learned through the pandemic how important social infrastructure is in our cities, and we know that they offer a huge role in terms of enabling a sense of community, building stronger relationships between the people of this area. I want this to be a building that really uplifts the spirit when you come into it, and it's very much intended that people have a sense of ownership, but also feel that it really offers something to the community. So it's more than just a set of function spaces, it's somewhere that you want to enjoy, to dwell, and that offers delight.
I think buildings are time capsules that you send into the future, and the idea that we have built something here that is environmentally positive, that brings people together to share and get to know each other, that's not a bad message to send into the future.